I'm Sofia Bernardi, mindset and business coach, supporting ambitious new and rising coaches to master their mindset, create an aligned and profitable strategy, and grow a six-figure business using the Rising Coach method. I built a multi-six-figure business by the age of 24, and in this podcast, I will teach you the psychology, strategy, and energetics to do the same. Let's dive in. Hello, and welcome to Rising Coaches with Sofia Bernardi. I am so grateful you are here. We have a lot of new listeners. So for those of you who are new to my world, my name is Sofia. I'm a mindset and business coach, and every week I bring to you actionable episodes that are really going to support you with your mindset, with your strategy, and with your energy so that you can create limitless results in your business and in your life. Today, we are talking about something that I have noticed in the online space that I think is going to be really, really important to talk about. And that is why you're not taking action and what to do about it. Because at the end of the day, it is the action you take that is going to generate the results. But we can backtrack this a little bit deeper as to why you're not taking those actions to begin with. And in this episode, I thought I would share with you 5 reasons why and what to do about it, because it would be very annoying of me to only share part of what it is you need to do to be able to generate results. So I speak to a lot of coaches who desire a six-figure business impacting hundreds of people around the world and creating a life they love. You know, so many people say that they want things, whether that's, amazing health or incredible fulfilling relationships or a really thriving, successful business, and yet not taking the action to get there, right? So a lot of people say one thing and do another. And when you are out of alignment, you are not going to be able to generate the results that it is you desire. So here are 5 reasons why you are not taking action and what you can do about it. Firstly, you don't have confidence in yourself. If you don't have confidence in yourself, what it is you're offering and the person you're offering it to, it's going to be nearly impossible to generate results, right? So this is something we really want to master. Having that confidence in everything that it is we do. Because here's the thing, if you have confidence in yourself, you are going to present yourself so much stronger and people are going to be able to feel and see that. When you believe in what it is you're selling, you're going to be able to handle the objections that people have, right? Because you just really believe that what it is you're offering is really going to make a positive impact in their life and completely change the game for them. And therefore, no excuse is going to be valid for why they shouldn't be working with you and buying your product or service. And then if you don't believe the person you're speaking to, then you're going to really struggle to empathize with them, understand them, and be able to help them get out of their own way, right? Because they've been stuck in a certain place for quite some time, and it's going to be you that needs to support them to have that belief that they've been struggling for whatever reason with. So it's so important that you have the confidence and the belief in yourself, in your offer, and in the person that you are marketing to. Right? So that is number 1, is confidence, right? So what can you do about that? Well, spend the time every day to work on your mindset to build up your confidence, right? So we want to be doing actionable things that are small, that have a great compound effect, because at the end of the day, confidence is a byproduct of action, right? So what is something you can do to help boost your confidence? Maybe it's speaking to yourself in the mirror for 1 minute, just saying positive affirmations like, I love myself, I'm whole and worthy of success, affirmations that really, really serve you, that speaks to the opposite of what you're currently believing about yourself, whether that's you're not good enough, you don't know what you're doing, you'll never be successful. Those stories will stop you from succeeding without a doubt. So spend at least 1 minute in the mirror every morning, smiling, putting your hands on your heart, feeling really good about yourself and saying kind things, Put affirmations around your house if you need to. I know that really served me at one point in my life, just having that constant reminder that I am worthy and I am good enough just the way I am. And that allowed me to take necessary actions in myself because I believed that I was worthy of it all of a sudden. So I had to really put in that work. Write a letter to yourself, forgiving yourself for the past mistakes or behaviors or things you may have said or done or felt, and really just acknowledge them for what they are, and be really kind to yourself. Forgive yourself so you can let go of whatever it is that's holding you back and move forwards. Set some really nice goals, and I'll get onto that in a moment. But we really want to be kind to ourselves to help boost that confidence. Your self-talk is absolutely everything, all right? So that's number one in terms of how to start boosting your confidence. Do things that are good for your body, like literally move your body for at least 60 minutes a day. Drink lots of water and stay really hydrated. All of those things, journaling, gratitude, these things have absolutely changed my life. Meditate. And it's by implementing those small daily actions that tells yourself over and over again, I'm worth looking after. I am important and I matter. And when you start to feel the flow-on effects of investing time and energy and resources in yourself, you will feel a difference. Investing in yourself has been one of the biggest things that supported me in terms of the accountability side of all of this, but then also just telling myself, hey, I matter. I'm actually worth investing in, because where you put your money shows what is a priority for you. If you want your business to grow and you're not investing in your business, that says everything about, where you're truly at in terms of belief of it coming into fruition. It's only people that think that they're not actually going to be able to succeed that don't dare invest in themselves, because they have this underlying belief that it's not going to work. So what is the point, right? So that's number one, is lacking overall confidence in yourself, in who you're offering to, and what it is you're offering. Number two, the reason why you're not taking action and what to do about it is you don't have specific, clear, actionable, tangible goals that are broken down into actionable steps. So how can you move towards something if you haven't first clearly articulated what it is you want to move towards? It is mind-blowing to me how often I ask someone what it is they are moving towards and they don't know. So if you don't know right now, then this tip is going to be absolutely everything for you. Goal setting is so important. And for anyone that is, really into their feminine energy, which is amazing, and you really like going with the flow, I totally respect and understand that. And having tangible goals is actually what allows you to flow. And I'm going to do a whole episode on this one day, because I find that so many people are afraid of putting in systems and structures and routines because they don't want to be too masculine or rigid, and they feel like it's going to take away from their femininity and being able to go with the flow. But my personal belief is structures and systems creates freedom and flow. If you want freedom and you want flow, you need to have systems and structures in place if you're wanting to generate consistent, massive, aligned results, of course. So goals can be set in numerous ways. You see lots of ways when you Google how to do goal setting, and I have tried just about every approach under the sun. This is actually what I started with before I was a business coach. I was a mindset coach, and a big part of that was setting goals and helping people to reach those goals. And as a business coach, that is still what I do, along with teaching a lot of strategy and other powerful modalities and tools that I've since learned. But when it comes to goal setting, I've tried so many approaches and I've really found a process that works. And I won't go into too much detail right now because it's a process that I could speak to for an hour on, really. But in a sense, you want to be setting SMART goals. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound goals. So you really want your goals to be super, super specific. Saying you want to be a successful coach is super broad. Success is going to look different for everyone. You need to know, what does successful actually look and feel and sound like for you, right? For some people, as being a successful coach is having 1 or 2 clients that they can work with part-time, right? Success for other people is having a multi-million-dollar business with a team of 10 people, right? Success is going to look different. What is success to you? Is it a feeling? Is it a tangible result? Is it having, specific things in your life like fancy cars and homes and things like that? What is success to you, right? I like to set a money goal and a personal goal every single month. And I have found by setting a money goal, it's really great because it's very tangible and specific. You're either at that income goal or you're not, right? So you want to set a specific goal and break it down into steps. It's one thing to set a goal. Plenty of people can set goals. Very few actually even begin taking action towards them, let alone ever achieving them. And my personal belief on why that is because they don't have a strong why behind what it is they're doing. Sure, okay, you want to earn $10,000 a month in your business. Why do you want to earn $10,000? How is that going to change your life forever? Why is that number specifically so important? This is really what it is we want to be focusing on when it comes to generating results in our business, is being very clear on what it is we want and why. And then more importantly, having a backed strategic plan on what you're going to do each day, each week, and each month in your life to actually move towards those goals and achieve them, right? So that is one reason why I find people aren't taking action, is they simply do not have a plan in place. And this is why in my mastermind, at the end of every single month, we review exactly what results they got, why they got them and how they got them, and then we plan for the month ahead so everyone knows exactly what they're doing. They have a 30-day plan in front of them so that they're always reviewing what it is they're doing. They're always learning from what they're doing. They're always moving towards rather than away from what it is they desire, and that is everything. And if you need that support, that accountability, if you need all of that, then I highly recommend joining a container like the Rising Coaches Mastermind that is going to support you with accountability and a process that actually works and has supported me personally to bring in over $80,000 per month in my coaching business, all because I have goals and I have a plan that actually works, that I move towards consistently, and it never feels like pressure or burnout or overwhelm or stress because I have confidence in myself and I believe in myself. I have support around me and everything I do feels really, really good, right? So that is the number 2 reason why people aren't taking action in their life or in their business, and therefore why they're not getting results, right? Interrupting this podcast episode to talk to you about joining the Rising Coaches Mastermind, the program for you to master your mindset, create an aligned and profitable strategy, and grow a 6-figure business using the Rising Coach method. This is the exact mastermind where I teach you the strategies that have supported me to grow a $500,000 plus business in just 2 years. We gratefully fill spots very quickly, and I personally take calls to see if you're the right fit. So don't wait, head over to sofiarosebernardi.com/chat to book in your free call now. Right? Number 3 is having no clearly mapped out, aligned marketing strategy that brings in sales. Again, it happens all the time where I hear people say that they want to earn X amount of dollars or have X amount of clients in their business, and they don't have a marketing strategy. They're happy to wing it and take random action when they feel like it, and then claim, they really, really want these results, but haven't actually taken the time to invest in, learn, and actually implement a marketing strategy that works. You can't guess your way to those high figure months. You need to have a strategic plan and support in place, right? You can guess your way to a certain extent and experiment, and if you're in that state of passion and abundance and willingness to lean in and figure things out, absolutely you can get results from that. But if you want a specific result, you have to have a specific plan, right? You don't want to guess your way through things. And again, flow and creativity and listening to yourself can all be a part of that, but ultimately you really do want to have a marketing strategy in place, because there are strategies that work. And if you know that they work, why wouldn't you invest the time in learning them and, more importantly, executing on them, knowing that that is how you're actually going to get results from them? Knowing a marketing strategy is one thing, implementing it is an entire other thing. So you want to have a marketing strategy that does three things. One, attracts high quality people. When I say high quality people, I mean your target audience. You don't want quantity of people, you want quality of people. And you do that through creating content that speaks to your target audience, right? So you want to have a process that attracts high quality, niche specific people. Then you want to have a process in your marketing strategy that turns those cold leads into paying clients. You need to have a process, whether that is a sales call or pitching your offer at the end of a masterclass or a challenge, or, through DMs or sales calls or whatever it is. You need to have a process to attract people and convert people. And once you've converted them into high paying, high quality clients, then leaves the most important part. But you can only do this part if you have done the first two, and that is to transform their life forever. You want to put your clients first and foremost, because when you can transform their life, not only will they continue to work with you, but they will become raving fans. They will follow everything you do, buy everything it is you create. They will tell people about you and refer people to you. So by transforming your clients' lives, you get re-signs, you get referrals, and you get raving fans. The 3 R's. They are so important when it comes to building that consistency and that ease in terms of the income continuing to come in, right? It's really, really important that you have that clearly mapped out plan that brings in sales. If you don't have a clearly mapped out plan, I recommend that you go to the link in the show notes or in the link in my Instagram bio and book a 30-minute free clarity call with me. It's in this call that I'm going to be able to support you to see where you're at in your business and your life right now, where you want to be, and that way we can see the gap. And sometimes you really need someone asking you those high quality questions and being able to see things from a different perspective in order for you to work out what it is you actually need, right? We often can't see our own blind spots and don't know. So if you are like, oh my goodness, I do not have confidence in myself, I don't have any goals that I'm taking action towards, and I don't have a clearly mapped out marketing strategy, and you want to grow your business to those consistent $10,000 months, pause this episode right now, book a call with me, and then come back. It's completely free. We'll build out that plan. And if I can help you and you desire to work with me, we can chat about that. But first, just book a call, because otherwise you're going to stay exactly where you are. So this episode is all about taking action. I highly recommend you take some form of action. And if that is booking a call with me, then that is what I recommend you do. All right. Number 4, and this goes back to what I was saying before. You don't have a why that is bigger than yourself as your driving force. So people will often do more for other people than they will do for themselves. And so you want to have a strong enough reason why you're doing all of this to begin with. Like, why is it you're going out of your comfort zone? Why are you taking those, big leaps, big investments, uncomfortable action? You have to have a strong, compelling reason why. Otherwise, your brain will just associate this task as way too much unnecessary effort, and then you're not going to take action. Whereas if you can link a lot of pain and a lot of pleasure to moving towards your goals, then you will take action, because you have lots of consequences that will happen if you don't do so, and you'll have lots of benefits that will happen if you do so, right? So you want to have a huge list. I actually sat down one day and I wrote 200 reasons why, and I then went on to make my first $10,000 month after that, because I simply had way too many reasons to not do this. And too many reasons to do this, if that makes sense. So I had a lot of pain associated with not doing this, meaning if I didn't take action and reach my goals, I was going to suffer emotionally, financially, mentally, spiritually, physically. Like, I was just going to suffer in all of the different ways. I wouldn't be able to make a difference on the planet. I wouldn't be able to be a good role model for my sister. I wouldn't be able to, create the life that it is I've been wanting to live. I wouldn't be able to give back to society and create a much larger impact. I wouldn't be able to, buy generous gifts for my friends and family. I wouldn't be able to fly overseas to Denmark to visit my family in an emergency. There'd be all of these things that wouldn't be able to happen if I didn't reach my financial goals in my business. And then the compelling reasons would be things like, being able to leave a positive mark on the planet, being able to inspire people and educate people and influence people to create better, more fulfilling lives. All of that is a result of really just getting super, super clear on your why. So I took the time to do that and have been rewarded greatly for it, because now I have something that is so much bigger than myself. It's about making a difference on the planet for my family, for my partner, for my friends, and for those around me that follow me on social media. I want to leave a positive mark, and often like the biggest driving force for me when things aren't amazing in my life is like, how am I going to help other people if I'm not in a good place? It's no longer about me. It's about so much more than that, right? So you've got to have a why that is just so, so strong. And then number 5 is no willingness to take the leaps as the next level version of yourself before having evidence of it coming into fruition. So many people want certainty. It's a human need. We all have it. Some just need it a lot more than others. But we all have this need for certainty. It's one of the 6 human needs. And so this is very normal. But most people need that certainty before they take action. They want guaranteed results. They want to see that something works before they believe in it and before they take action on it. And so they're not willing to make investments in themselves. They're not willing to take certain uncomfortable actions unless they know it's going to reward them. I see so many people say, I did a post and no one liked it, or I did a post and no one bought from me, as if just one post does it alone, and they're not willing to take any more action because the first time they did it, they didn't get some immediate reward. Whereas the thing is, most people you are watching and following and inspired by online are, were doing things when no one was watching. They were taking action when nothing was working. They were taking action when no one was listening to what they were saying. They were taking action when they had no idea whether it would work or not. And that is why they are successful, because they were willing to lean into the discomfort when they had no evidence of it working. They had to believe it before they could see it. And that is why they've succeeded. And I choose to believe that I am going to be a multi-million-dollar coach, even though I have no actual evidence of that happening. I have no evidence of the next sale coming in my business, but I trust, I believe, and I trust and believe so much that I have created my own sense of certainty that I know it's going to happen. I know that someone's going to sign up for my program today, because that's been the consistency of my business the last few months, is people are working with me every day, right? And saying yes to working with me and clicking on my links and buying my products and booking sales calls with me. And so because I now have that evidence, it has, supported the belief. But I didn't start with that belief. I started with 0 followers, 0 likes, 0 engagement, 0 people reaching out to me, 0 clue what I was doing, but I had to believe. And because I believed, I invested in myself, even when it took a huge amount out of my bank account, even though I had no certainty whether it would work or not. I had to believe. And because I believed, I took action. And then I got the results. So if the next level version of yourself, literally just ask yourself, and if you need to close your eyes, put your hands on your heart right now and ask yourself, what does the next level me look like, sound like? How do they overcome challenges? How do they invest in themselves? How do they take action? What is it they're thinking and feeling and seeing and knowing and trusting and believing? What is it they're wearing? What is it who is it they're surrounding themselves with? And when you get clear on who that is and what that is, you need to lean into that. And if you become aware of what the next level version of yourself is, and you choose not to take those actions, like that the next level version of you trusts, that the next level version of you invests, and you don't do that now, then you are blocking yourself from becoming that next level version of yourself now, right? So you have to be willing to take that step to make big moves. Big moves equals big results. So if you are stuck in inaction due to like one or more of the 5 things I've just shared, and you're ready to turn this around, then we need to talk ASAP. I would love for you to book a 30-minute call with me so that you can get clarity and awareness on where you're at and where you want to be, and we can build an action plan so that you can move towards it. I hope that this episode has really supported you to see all of the reasons why you might not be getting, results because you're not taking actions on certain things. And I hope that this has given you clarity on what to do about it. And my biggest piece of advice from this episode would be to book a call with me. Don't leave this episode not having taken some form of action, whether that is speaking with me, DMing me on Instagram, posting on your Instagram stories and making an offer, following up with those people that, have inquired about working with you, putting yourself out there and making big moves. It's my biggest recommendation. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed, it means the world to me if you share this episode on your Instagram stories and tag me so I can reshare it and thank you. It would mean the absolute world to me. And rate this, episode 5 stars. You can do so. You can rate at the top of Spotify, or you can go to the review section on Apple Podcasts. It means the absolute world to me. If you have any episode recommendations, any questions, you want to chat or talk something through, just message me. I'm always open to speaking with you guys. I absolutely love you, and I'm just so grateful for all of the new listeners, all of the existing listeners. You all mean the absolute world. Other than that, I will speak to you all in my next episode, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Are you ready to create aligned, scalable results in your coaching business? If so, I'd love to work with you. I support my clients through my signature programs, Rise to Coach, which is for new coaches wanting to sign their first clients, and the Rising Coaches Mastermind to scale to consistent 10K months. I'm currently offering free 30-minute clarity calls where I'll help you build a 3-step roadmap depending on where you're starting at. Book yours in now at sofiarosebernardi.com/chat. Inspired by this episode, let's build your coaching business to $10,000 months, plus create more impact and abundance than you ever knew possible. Book a free clarity call with me now at sofiarosebernardi.com/chat.